with that.
That's a nice list.
Haven't had mac and cheese for Thanksgiving dinner.
I understand that's a southern
It's really
thing.
good, but I think you said fourth on the green bean casserole. It was fifth.
That was fifth
on there, yeah. And not one of my favorites. I don't know. Did you grow up with green bean casseroles?
Yeah.
Did you? Yeah. Not a favorite of mine. But
I was
anyway,
allowed to avoid it.
yeah, that would be exact, Mary. All right, let's start these chocolate chip cookies, which has 3 different types of chocolate in it, because if one type of chocolate is good, 3 is going to be much, much better. And so let's go ahead and start it here. Some basics on doing cookies. So first of all, you're going to start with softened butter. Let's go back over here to the oven and turn that timer off, otherwise it's going to ding through our whole segment. And you're going to start with softened butter, the sugar, brown sugar. I have the salt in here. You can add in the baking soda at this point if you so choose, which I have done. Now I had one paddle, if any of you have Bosch things, that broke just before we came on air today. So I'll see if it'll work with one paddle in there to cream together that butter and sugar. So Bosch, if you're watching, come on, get on the ball. We can send people to the moon, but we can't make a cookie paddle that doesn't break. All right, let's twist that around. Cream that together. Creaming the butter and the sugar is very important when it comes to doing cookies. I'll take that off so you can see in there. Because what it does is introduce air into the fat, the butter that you have in there. And those air bubbles, when they get into the oven and heat up, are going to expand. And that's what's helping also with the lift for the cookies, and so that's really important to do. Brown sugar, when you measure it, be sure you pack it down, because it has molasses also in it, and you don't get a true measurement unless you press the sugar or the brown sugar down. All right, once we get that all into there, I'm going to go ahead and add in my vanilla. That's how I measure vanilla. Don't be afraid, it's delicious. And I'll get the baking soda and the other ingredients in there, so when we come back, we can finish them all up, and I'll keep putting some in the oven so we have some, guys.
All right, that sounds like a plan. Thanks a lot, Chef
Friday
Bryan.
treat.
Positive sign in the kitchen now.
This
Chocolate.
is a definite positive sign of the economy here. Chocolate. All right, let's take these out. These are done. I like to let them cool for about 10 minutes on the actual baking tray to finish cooking or settle, whatever you want to call it. Now, once you get all of that into there, I've added the eggs into here. We'll beat all those together with my handicap Bosch mixer. Only with one paddle. And let's start with the 3 different types of chocolate. I'll show you what they are. Now, first of all, I have a Dutch processed cocoa powder. That's going to go in there. I have milk chocolate chips, these little discs. I love these discs. I mean, I just think they give such a great texture. So we're going to add some of those into there. And yeah, that's how I measure the chocolate chips, and you should at home as well. And here goes in the semi-sweet, which is the 3rd chocolate. So 3 different types of chocolate in here, and believe you me, you know, the darker the chocolate is, the more endorphins it causes the body to release for happiness. And so how can you not be happy if you're eating chocolate? I always worry about those that say, I don't like chocolate. I don't know. We have a few of those here at work, and I always give them such grief about that. I'm like, how can you not like chocolate? Mix that all together so that it suspends in there well, and then you're going to add in 5 cups of flour. When you add or use baking cocoa powder in things, it is such a very fine grind that it adheres. It causes things to really stick together. So you've got to reduce that flour down quite a bit in the recipe. And if it's still too thick, you may need to add a little bit of water to loosen it all up. I'll get the flour in there, finish mixing those up. Here you have some that are just coming out of the oven. Oh my gosh, they smell heavenly. Head on over to KUTV.com or to my website, cookingwithchefbryan.com, for this amazing chocolate, I don't know, by death cookies, but
Heavenly chocolate.
heavenly, amazing triple chocolate deliciousness.
Yeah, they look heavenly, all right.